Okay, Carol, can you tell us about when you first met Rita?
I first met Rita in about 1970 through a friend of mine, Sandra. I met Sandra in hospital, who then introduced me to Rita. And Rita was courting with Tony. And then Tony was wanting me to cop off with John, or to go camping really. And I think that went on through 1970, 71, when we all become really good friends. And it was like different people all meeting, different ones within a group, which become one big group. So that was 1970 to 71. And then we saw, so this all materialised then and manifested in groups of twos, and it just went on then to become, we all become closer and closer then. But I didn't know Tony until I met Rita, and then she introduced me to a boyfriend, and then Tony wanted me to meet John, and then we sort of met in Rita's flat, which was pretty new, towards I think 72 when she got the flat. And my grandmother lived near the flat, and I used to go to her flat and she'd take me to her mum's, and we just become great friends.
So from all your friendships, from all of you going out, can you tell us a little bit about the nights out that you used to all have?
Well, it was about, Sandra was courting with John, your mum was with Tony, your dad, and John was Tony's friend, and I was on my own, I was Sandra's friend, so they had to bring us together.
Sandra was with John Campbell?
Yeah, Sandra was with John Campbell. Yeah, they had to bring us together, you see. So Tony really tried his best to get me with John, which I didn't know John. And I lived in a flat, because I was training to be a nurse, and I lived in a flat in Sandown Lane, and invited these people, who I didn't know apart from Sandra, to my flat. And Tony and Rita and John came, and they done the best to get me to go with John, which didn't work out very well at first, because I thought he was a bit ugly and he had a glass eye and everything. And your dad didn't care, Tony didn't care about that, as long as I paired off with John, because they had to get someone to go camping with us, with them. Otherwise, he would have left John on his own. And he was such a good mate, he didn't want to leave John behind. So he didn't care really who he took. And I was the only one in the firing line.
So you went camping all together once you got with John?
Yeah, so we went camping. And he had this Morris Minor, and picked me up this day with 10 pillows in the back of the car, and blankets and food, and stopped off to get a load of sweets to travel down. We all smoked then as well. You'd also be smoking in the car, driving down. And the first stop was Whitchurch, and we tried to put a tent up. I was in the wind and the rain, and we got in the tent, and I didn't realise I was going to have to share this tent with John, and it was a good Catholic girl. And then we woke up the next morning, and Tony's tent was down, it was flat. And it all started again, and then we had to pack up then and move on then to Somerset. We travelled quite a few hours down to Somerset then, and we had a really good week, apart from when we fell out and the two lads went to the betting shop, didn't come back for hours. So I was very shy, and your mother was a very strong person.